Hello, future toppers. Welcome to a strict initiative of Civis Delhi to ensure consistency in your day to day preparation. My name is Santosh Gupta and I will be taking up the prelim sections. When it comes to prelims, there are questions of three types, both factual, conceptual, and elimination type. And you have to use three-step process to solve the question. And of course, you have to do it within a minute. In this three-step process, you will analyze a statement for whether it is factual, whether it is conceptual, or you could eliminate it. So, without much ado, let's start. Topic of the day is Council of Ministers at Central State, Cabinet Committee, and Parliament. We'll solve the prelims question on these topics. First, Council of Ministers. There is a parliamentary system of government in India because Lok Sabha is elected directly by the people. That is true, but that is not why we call it parliamentary system. Parliament can amend the constitution. That is also true, and it is provided in the constitution, but that is not why we call ours a parliamentary system. Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. That is also true, but it is a universal feature of Rajya Sabha being the upper house. D. Council of Ministers is responsible to Lok Sabha, and this is the true option here. Because in any parliamentary system, executive is the part of legislature and they are responsible to the legislature, which in the case of India will be the Lok Sabha. Next question. Consider following statement. Council of Ministers in the center shall be collectively responsible to the president. See, this statement could be true if the parliament word is replaced by Lok Sabha. In India, it is only responsible to the Lok Sabha. The union minister shall hold office during the pleasure of President of India. Yes, that is true. All council ministers hold the office with the pleasure of President of India. The Prime Minister shall communicate to the President about the proposal for legislature. This is true. We have just discussed. So option 2 and 3 will be correct here. Next question. Which of the following are not necessarily the consequence of proclamation of President rule in a state? So when President rule is imposed under 356, dissolution of state legislative assembly, it does not happen automatically. The same assembly can be put in suspension, suspended animation, or in the as a last resort only it is dissolved. So this is not true. Removal of Council of Ministers of the. This is the first thing that is done by the President rule. President or in that case, Governor takes over the rule with the state bureaucracy. D. Dissolution of local body. This is not related to President rule. So 1 and 3 are true. Option B is true, which it does not happen during the President rule. Next question on Cabinet Committee. Which of the members are members of the Cabinet Committee on Security? Prime Minister, it has to be there. Prime Minister of Home Affairs, Minister of External Affairs, and Minister of Road, Transport and Highway. So here one can easily eliminate because Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways, they are not necessarily related to security. One here is missing is Minister of Finance. So 1, 2 and 3. Prime Minister, Home Minister and External Minister. They are the members of Cabinet Committee on Security. Next question on the Parliament. A parliamentary system of government is one in which all political parties in Parliament are represented in the government. This type of government is called unity government. Can happen as in extreme circumstances in parliamentary system. So that is not true. Let's analyze the option C or D. Governor is elected by the people and can be removed by them. Government is elected by. That is generally true a fact in a democracy, but not is a character of parliamentary system. Government is chosen by the parliament but cannot be removed by full completion of fixed term. This is a confusing statement and parliament cannot remove the government only in case of presidential system. So which remains as before is option 2. Government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed. Through a no confidence motion, government can be removed from the power. Next question on parliament. Consider following statement. In the election for Lok Sabha or State Assembly, winning candidate must get at least 50% of votes polled or to be declared elected. In India, we follow the first past the post system, where whoever gets the majority of votes, most of the votes, will be elected, not required 50%. This is in the case of president. According to provision laid down in the Constitution of India, in Lok Sabha, the speaker post goes to the majority party and deputy speaker go to the opposition. This is not true. Usually, speakers is elected and whoever party is the majority, they get to decide the speaker and deputy speaker post. So neither one and nor two is correct. Option D is correct here. Next question, again on the parliament. The President of India can summon a session of parliament at such a place as he or she thinks. That is true, he can. The Constitution of India provides for the 3 sessions of parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all 3 sessions. No, parliament only provides that there should not be more than 6 months of gap between 2 sessions. So this statement is not true. 3. There is no minimum number of days that parliament is required to meet in a year. So that 3 is correct. So C option, that is 1 and 3, will be correct. Consider the following statement regarding no confidence motion. Here, which of the following given above are not correct? We have to choose here the not correct. In actual exam, we have to be very careful about correct and non-correct. So only a motion expressing want of confidence in the consular minister as a whole is admitted. So this is factually true. एक no confidence motion needs to set out grounds on which it needs. No confidence motion does not need to set out grounds. Only loss of confidence. So 2 is not factually correct. Any no confidence motion once can be withdrawn. So this is not true. Rajya Sabha is not empowered to entertain a motion of no confidence. This is factually true. So here 1 and 2, 4 are factually true and 2 and 3 are factually not true. So here we have to choose not correct. So C will be the answer, 2 and 3 option. Again a question on parliament. Provision of calling attention notices has restricted the scope of which of the following? Short duration discussion, that is done on any urgent issue. Question hour, that is in the beginning. 0 hour, just after that. So adjournment motion usually brings lots of embarrassment to the government, so that it has been now gradually being replaced by calling attention notices. The government replies or have brief discussion on those notices. So option C will be correct. Again a question on parliament. The Parliament of India acquires the power to legislate on any item in the state list in national interest if resolution to the effect is passes by the Lok Sabha, a simple majority. That is not true. Lok Sabha is majority of a special majority. Not true. Rajya Sabha is simple majority. Is not true. Rajya Sabha is a majority of not less than 2/3 of members present and voting. So here one can eliminate also. That one, Rajya Sabha is to protect the interest of a state, and that cannot be, this kind of extraordinary step cannot be done with a simple majority. So Rajya Sabha with a special majority, that is option D here. Again a question on parliament. A constitution amendment bill can be passed at a joint session of parliament in case of deadlock between 2 houses. Joint session is not for constitutional amendment. So this is not true. Obligatory of president to give assent to the constitutional amendment bill if passed. So that is true. To amend the 7th schedule of constitutional ratification, more than half of state is required. That is true, because it will change the federal character. A proposal to amend the constitution can only be introduced in the House of People. That is not true. It can be introduced in the upper house also. That is hence 2 and 3 will be correct. That is option C. Thank you for attending today's session.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civil's Daily.